It's not too loud over here, so we should be good. Yeah.
So fire with you. Stage.
Oh, man.
Have you guys been here before?
Oh, damn, dashboard.
Or you played in 2019.
Yeah, was it 2019 or 2018? But then I literally, my friend Chris Yoder is a videographer. He sent me a video, a recap of some photos he did of me from 2016 playing here.
Okay. But Ricky, you haven't played here.
Never, yeah, this is my first.
So that's Allison.
Hi, Allison.
But what's your experience like playing like a big multi-genre festival like this? Is it different than like your average Sunset Festival or a different like regional EDM fest?
I'd say so. I mean, I feel like our set for this one is a little more straightforward with, some more known songs, vocals and stuff versus like a deeper nighttime set. So I think we kind of geared it towards an all ages, we have a couple big records we're playing, remixes, all our stuff, but, not as deep as, say, if we were doing Electric Forest, at that time. So it's like, hopefully we kill it for this all ages, all genre type of vibe.
Yeah,
definitely.
I like the all genres because it feels very like, what I like about it is it's like the kids aren't getting banged over the head with like crazy music all the time. So it's like, I feel like when they come to your set, it's fresh and there's change over time. So everyone kind of is like ready for the next set when it comes, no matter what it is or what artist.
Definitely.
So, yeah.
You talk about the late night set. You have an after party at Concord tonight.
We do, yes.
So like for fans that haven't been, what's the difference between like an after party or a festival set? Not Lollapalooza specifically, but just in general.
I mean, it really depends. Like, not every after party is always the same style. So like, I think usually we get up there for the after party and we kind of freestyle more because it's like that's our time to, relax almost, because it's like we don't take it less seriously, but we get to have more fun. It's not like we have pyro planned, flames planned. If somebody's vibing out to this style, we're like, hey, let's switch it up and play 3 more disco songs instead of. So it's like more fun for us, I think, after parties.
And a lot of times, the after parties we kind of improvise a little more. It's just kind of like we just kind of go with the flow and just however the party's rolling. So
yeah, but you guys just came back from Tomorrowland, first side piece set in Europe.
Yeah.
Big festival, bucket list festival for me. So what was that all like?
That place is like Disneyland.
Yeah.
It's it's like hard to describe unless you're there. But Ricky had played there before. I hadn't. That was my first time. So it was really neat to be there.
Okay.
Beautiful.
All I can say is just go. I don't know how to describe it. It's just full of a lot of tall Dutch people.
Maybe I'd fit in there.
There you go.
But today's set's going to be pretty special with the Eye of the Tiger by Survivor, guest appearance. Chicago-based band bringing out the guitarist. So take us through that process. How did it all get started and where did the idea come from?
I don't remember how we started it exactly, but we just like a lot of things we do. We just kind of we'll flip a record to play in a set or just kind of try something out. And when we remixed it, it kind of started as like a remix or whatever, and we started playing it out, and the response was insane. And our team reached out through the label to theirs to see if we could maybe think about clearing it or something like that. And Jim from Survivor, actually, his team, they heard it, and because they have to sign off on any of that stuff, and they loved it. They hit us back, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, we want to be a part of this. How can we be a part of this?" And then it kind of almost snowballed from there. Would you say? Yeah, it became so
made it more exciting, I think, that they were excited, and then getting to play it live, it's just kind of made it concrete. Like when we release the song, it's going to be the most epic. Like, wow, the co-sign, we got to play it live. We're gonna have everything we need to really push the song now, I think. And
I think that we want to try to always do different stuff. So being able to have a guitarist, and Ricky's gonna be out there playing drums, and
nice.
Cool. Just giving something a little different. And I think it's a cool blending of a song that came out in the late 70s to now here we are in 2022.
We might be the first tech house group ever to bring a 80s song into tech house and play drums. I've never really seen this in house music.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, was it difficult to remix it then, being from a different genre? Have you done anything like this before?
I feel like both Ricky and I have done so much stuff, and Ricky does a lot of pop production for other people and things like that too. So I think for us, I feel like it just felt natural. The hardest part is just adjusting the stems to be a little bit more on a grid. Because the original music a lot of times isn't always on a perfect grid. When you're playing a band or something like that.
Yeah.
So just kind of having to adjust in the vocals and get everything to kind of groove in the right tempo. So
yeah. And Diplo contributed to the remix too, yeah?
No.
Okay, so when the ID online, it's always Side Piece and Diplo remix, but it's just going to be you guys.
It is?
And it's coming out officially too.
Oh yeah,
is it really?
Yeah.
That's just 1001 track list.
Yeah, I guess it was wrong. That's what people were saying on Reddit too. But you also remixed 1-2 Step with Lee Foss. So that's been a trend in hip hop or in tech house lately, in house music in general. So do you think it's important to have those lyrics and those recognizable songs for getting new fans and and like the next generation of EDM
Yeah, I
fans?
think what it is you know, there's a stigma of people that are in the scene that, you know, certain songs might be like, oh, people do that all the time, they overuse vocals, but that's exactly what the point is. A, if we like it, who the fuck cares? And B, for the people that don't really know our music, reeling them in with a nice vocal that's already known is helpful. And then, you know, not everybody has to like everything. So I think we do a good job of having our original songs, our sampled songs, our lesser known, deeper cuts. You know what I mean? It's just a little bit for everybody.
And I think, yeah, I think we bring our own kind of flair to our music. I mean, I want, you know, when I hope that when people listen to our music, they think they know, like, oh, that's a side piece record. It doesn't sound like, you know, a Chris Lake or a Clooney or a, you know, Noizu or whatever.
Yeah.
You know.
I think you guys have that. You have a pretty like distinct sound, very well produced, like just very distinct. Like, how long did that take to come up with? Like, did you guys have to work really hard at that in the studio, or like sending stems back and forth?
I think it just became natural once you collaborate with each other enough. Like, even say like I remember Eye of the Tiger, Dylan started it and sent it over, and we always have like a phrase where he'll be like, oh, just add your Ricky sauce, and then vice versa. Like, I'll send him something and I'll be like, yo, just do your thing on this, add that crazy bass line that you always, you know, something where we always know what to add for each other. So if he starts it or I start it, doesn't matter, it always ends up being side piece.
Yep.
Yeah, and you started, or the first song came out in 2019, so that was like right before the pandemic.
Yeah,
so do you think you spent more time in the studio and like perfecting your craft like during 2020 that kind of positively impact the side piece project?
Even 2021, honestly, because both those years solidified the sound. That's when we were making 1-2 Step, and when we were making, you know, Together and all these other records, where we realized, oh, this is when we do this, and, you know, kind of solidifying our production chops together.
Yeah.
But looking forward to later this year, do you have more remixes or originals coming out? Like, you have a lot more planned?
Yeah, we got a
Too
lot
much.
of stuff. Yeah, we got too much. Yeah, we're about,
Yeah.
and we also have like what's it, the next like 4 days in LA. We're like Monday through Thursday. I think we have sessions every day, like writing some new music. So yeah, keep an eye out. We got lots of side piece stuff coming.
Definitely. And you really only released singles so far. Do you have like an EP or a bigger album planned sometime in the
We
future?
just started talking about it, so 100%, but no, you know, it's very tentative date and stuff, but we definitely have an album in our sights.
Cool. Yeah, just wrapping up in a minute. You just finished up the Kiss and Tell tour. So it had like a lot of new production, special guests I saw you guys were bringing out. So like, what's like one special memory you have from the Kiss and Tell tour now that it's over?
One memory.
I remember that my mom came to our last show in Seattle, I believe, and they got us all a cake for selling out all four, and it was just a cool moment that I was able to share with Dylan and my mom and a lot of the team there, where like we had a cake and it was like sold out 4 for 4, and it's just like a great moment to really, it felt like complete, like wow, we really just sold out our first tour. So to me that was like, I'll remember that forever.
Yeah, whenever you start like a project, you know, we want to be as big and have as much success as possible, but we just kind of started making with the music first and didn't kind of really, we didn't know where it would take us, and so I think we're just grateful that, you know, we got a chance to, you know, we've been selling out a lot of shows, and, you know, hopefully we'll keep it going.
For sure. And just like one last question, what's a goal you guys what's a goal do you have for the future of Side Piece in like the next 5 years? Like, what's one that stands out?
Win a Grammy.
Yeah, you were nominated.
Yeah, definitely take home the Grammy.
It's realistic now.
I think, I mean, I don't know, like head like some sort of like bus tour, like I don't know. I think there's a lot of festivals, a lot of things that we still have yet to do, but I think like keep breaking the boundaries. Maybe there's more of the live element in, you know, in our future, or there's, you know, stuff in the future that we can kind of do that's different than anybody else.
I absolutely agree. I think live music, this kind of setup where we were able to do, you know, the guitar, the drums, like it reminded me, because I was practicing all week and I was like, wow, I miss this so much. So I think, and you know, Dylan honestly plays keyboard, and you know, we both have, you know, bits of music in us that isn't just on a computer. So I think it's very well possible that will be included in some of this stuff coming up someday.
Live sampling or something too.
Yeah. Have you played drums in a Side Piece set or live before?
I've never done it. I played drums in a band for years. I've played festivals, so it's not new to me. But as Side Piece or even as Nitti Gritti, I've never done it. So
for sure.
fun.
Yeah, looking forward to it. I'm gonna stop the recording.